As you can see from the clip, from water comes ice, from NWA comes Ice Cube. We're gonna review The Predator. This is his third studio album, solo studio album. Prior to that, he had America's Most Wanted and Death Certificate. It was released roughly 6 months after the LA riots of 1992. The riots were in response to the acquittal of 4 officers accused of beating motorist Rodney King. Brutal visual of a beating of a black man who was driving along, doing his own thing, and then officers decided that they wanted to start beating on him, and it was caught on tape, and it was very controversial at the time. Like I said, it sparked the LA riots, which were the largest riots in LA. So this is all this pent-up anger that Ice Cube basically funneled into this album. So there's quite an anti-police sentiment in here. If NWA's track "The Police" wasn't pointed enough, which you can't get really much more pointed than that, this album definitely takes another shot at the whole police brutality thing. So it's a reactionary record to that. It was one of the first, actually. It was, like you said, 6 months after. Some of the tracks on here, say Wicked, for example, was one of the singles. The video for it, it's very fast-paced, very energetic. Track on here called Now I Gotta Wet You. It's basically about drive-bys. Not exactly too deep there. We had to tear this MF up. This is another quite angry track, a lot of energy, saying, you're gonna do all these things to our community. We're gonna protect our community, but we're gonna fight back. We're not gonna accept this stomping on us type mentality where we just sit back and take it and you can just run amok. No, we're actually humans here. We gotta react to this somehow, and if it's through violence or if it's through survival skills, we're gonna show you that we're not gonna accept your oppression. But then there's another track on here, It Was a Good Day. It's like a more balanced track. It's like, okay, between ourselves, we gotta be truce. We gotta have a truce. We gotta be, there's a lot of gang violence during this time. We're talking about early 90s, 92. It was gang violence in LA. A lot of like Bloods and Crips and a lot of shootings and stuff like that. So It Was a Good Day is basically saying, look, it doesn't have to be like this in the hood all the time. We can harmonize and get on together, and we can just enjoy, driving around and having fun and kicking it, doing what we do. Like, it doesn't have to be drive-bys every 5 minutes. A lot of these songs on this album very heavily sampling a lot of George Clinton. If you look through the liner notes, you'll see George Clinton's name on it. Bootsy Collins, Bernie Worrell. These are the names from Parliament, Funkadelic legends that you'll see. This record does have 1 or 2 chilled out, laid back tracks, but in general, even with sampling this stuff like Isley Brothers and other things like this, there's more aggression in it. It's just the way it's produced. It's got that kind of almost Public Enemy type production. Most of it's produced by DJ Pooh, some by Ice Cube himself, some by Muggs. So, and then there's another track on here, Check Yourself, which you've probably heard many people say, check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. It's become popular culture. It's sewn into the fabric of pop culture. So anyway, this record for me, I was listening to this record on tape, rocking in my Walkman when I was a teenager. If you're in any way into hip hop or like Dr. Dre or Snoop, this should be on your radar. You should know this album. Know for what it is, know the context of why it exists, and where it came about, and check it out. So if you like this record review, subscribe, check out the link down below for my Mixcloud page, www.mixcloud.com/IamStop. By the way, Dillies, you better check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself.